Once upon a time, in a far-off land, there lived a wealthy widower named Olu. Olu had suffered the tragic loss of his beloved wife during childbirth, leaving him to raise their newborn daughter, Funmi, alone. As Funmi grew older, Olu yearned for her to have the companionship of a family. He decided to marry a woman named Ronke, who had a daughter of her own. In Olu's heart, he hoped that this new family would provide Funmi with the love and support she desperately needed. Unfortunately, fate had a different plan for Olu. Tragically, a fatal car accident claimed his life as he returned home from a business trip. The entire family was devastated, especially Funmi, who cried bitterly for days, knowing that everything would take a different turn without her beloved father. She was going to miss him deeply. After the burial of Olu, the family was left in a state of mourning. They struggled to come to terms with their loss and contemplated how to move forward without their beloved patriarch. It was during this trying time that they received an unexpected visitor, Olu's lawyer. He introduced himself and immediately began to read Olu's will. The family gathered around, eager to hear the contents of the document. It quickly became apparent that Olu had made careful provisions for his loved ones in his will. He had allocated a substantial amount of assets to take care of his wife and stepdaughter, ensuring they will be provided for in the years to come. However, to the shock of everyone present, he had left his entire estate to his daughter, Funmi. The lawyer went on to explain that Olu had entrusted the entire estate temporarily to Ronke with the condition that Funmi could only claim it once she reached the age of 25. However, as time passed, it became clear that Ronke had no intention of honoring Olu's wishes. Instead, she began to mistreat Funmi, denying her the basic necessities of life and even access to education. A shocking turn of events, Ronke plotted to poison Funmi to obtain her share of the inheritance and be free of the burden of caring for her stepdaughter. Fearing for her life when she discovered the evil plots of her stepmother, Funmi made a brave decision to flee her home with what little savings she had. After a long and exhausting journey, she found herself at a modest hotel where she rented a room with her remaining funds. The following day, after she had spent her last bit of money on a room for the night, she sat in the lobby, pondering her next move. As she sat, she overheard two people talking in hushed tones about the resignation of some of their workers and the setbacks in the hotel management. Funmi quickly figured out that they were the executive managers of the hotel, and an idea formed in her mind. Approaching the two men, she asked if there were any job opportunities available in exchange for food and shelter. The younger man, Tammy, was skeptical of her offer, but the older man, Mr. Adekunle, was curious to hear her out. Funmi explained her situation and the hardships she had faced, fleeing from her abusive stepmother and seeking a safe haven. The hotel owner felt compassion for Funmi and decided to report her case to the police. The police started their investigations, and with the information they got, they arrested Ronke and brought her to the station for questioning. When the police interrogated Ronke, she denied the allegations and painted Funmi as a delinquent, rude and disrespectful. She pleaded with the police to help her bring Funmi home, appearing to show concern. However, seeing through her true intentions, Funmi family refused. She suspected that her stepmother's request was merely a ploy to devise another plan to harm her. Feeling defeated, Funmi wept bitterly. The police, recognizing that Funmi was already 18 years of age and could make her own decisions, allowed her to stay with the kind hotel owner, Mr. Adekunle. Without evidence or witnesses to support Funmi's claims, the police were unable to pursue the case further. The hotel owner, Mr. Adekunle, accepted the police's idea to foster Funmi. He also agreed to let Funmi work at the hotel, much to the dismay of Temi, his son. Alright, I will stop this story for now. It shall continue in my next video. If today is your first time or stopping by my channel, please don't leave without subscribing. Subscribe and like this video. See you in my next video. Have a good one.